Happy blue moon in Pisces. The blue moon perfects Wednesday, August 30th at 6:35 p.m. Pacific time. So that'll be 9:35 p.m. on the East Coast, and you can adjust accordingly to your time zone. But the blue moon, what makes it a blue moon is that it's the second full moon in the month. So the first full moon was August 1st, and that was a full moon in Aquarius. And now, August 30th, we're going to have the blue moon in Pisces. And blue moons are just, in and of themselves, they can be associated with being very romantic, a time that is marked by rare occasions, things that only happen once in a blue moon, as the saying goes. And blue moons are also a time for second chances because it's the second full moon. Just like all full moons, a blue moon is still a culminating point, a time of culmination or a time of illumination. Something could be culminating from 2 weeks ago, but also from 6 months ago, or also even from a year and a half ago. And this full moon is conjunct Saturn, who is the great disciplinarian and the great authoritarian. And Saturn often brings tests and challenges. Saturn is on a 2.5-year journey through Pisces right now. And so if you've been following my astrology, you have seen all the Saturn and Pisces stuff that's been going on for the collective. I kind of post every once in a while in my stories on Instagram, just all of the stuff with water. And so like on a collective level with this blue moon conjunct Saturn, we will probably see a culminating event with a lot of these water stories that have been going on environmentally, but also with all of the whales and the sharks and the boating accidents and, you know, Ocean Gate and all of the different kinds of big ocean themes that have come to the fore, causing us to really, or inviting us, asking us, behooving us to reflect on our boundaries with water and our respect for the ocean and the water spirits. And so I believe on a collective level, that is definitely going to be really illuminated and highlighted under the blue moon of this week. But also, rare water events, but also highlighting themes of water and containers for water, as Saturn is the container. And then on a more personal level, obviously this is going to be the most impactful and personal and prominently felt for people who have the sun, moon, or rising or midheaven in Pisces. This will be a very personal culmination. And, on the higher end of the scale, Saturn also represents, mastery, and so, and wisdom and maturity. And so this full moon can highlight, an area of your life where, you can recognize a certain level of mastery or wisdom that you've achieved. But a situation may come up that proves that to you. And that could be in the form of a test or a challenge, because Saturn does tend to be more of like a tough love teacher out of all of the planets. I've heard a lot of my astrologer colleagues saying that this Saturn conjunct the full moon is very, can be depressive, heavy emotionally, melancholy. Pisces is a sign that is associated with escapism, and Sometimes that can be through alcohol or drugs. But the highest scale of Pisces is just that connection to the divine. And that's what I really see in this full moon. Like, it's such an artistic full moon. And so I see mastery around art. I see discipline around art. It's also a very poetic full moon and a romantic blue moon. And I think that because it's sextile Uranus and Jupiter, and it's also ruled by Jupiter, I feel like there's good luck, you know, associated. Even though there may be some heavy emotions, I feel like there's good luck and opportunity for expansion and growth, and that there's, you know, rare air. There's like a special rare quality to the air where things are, you know, one of a kind. And the sextile to Uranus, as well as this being the culmination of a new moon that was square Uranus, there's a lot about the unexpected, surprises, in some cases shocks, shakeups, rebellions, uprisings, disruptions. All of that really exciting Uranian energy is involved in this blue moon. And depending on your own personal astrology, it can go either way. Because, like, you know, if you have Scorpio and Cancer placements, this is very healing, it's very romantic, it's very in the flow. But, you know, if you have a lot of mutable changes, it can be destabilizing, you know, lots of changes you weren't expecting. And so it's always good to get a reading and see how the blue moon interacts with your own personal astrology. Either way, I think it's a special and auspicious occasion, whether it delivers that in a really seemingly harmonious, beautiful way, or in a destabilizing way. Even that destabilization, I think, will lead to some kind of twist of luck. And yeah, there is this kind of plot twist energy in this blue moon, which can be really fun. So enjoy the blue moon. Write some poetry, listen to some beautiful music, take a bath, go be by the ocean. Pisces loves the ocean. Pisces loves music. Pisces loves poetry. And listen to Blue Moon. I love the Billie Holiday, the Billie Holiday version, and also the Frank Sinatra version, an old song that talks all about the blue moon. And so thank you for joining me. Contact me for a reading by following me at astrology.tarot.Eliane Nicole on Instagram, and hit the contact button under my profile bio and contact me to schedule a reading. And yeah, I'm only going to put the first few minutes of this video on Instagram and the full video on YouTube. That's the way I'm doing all the videos now. So please, if you're watching on Instagram, give me a like, give me a comment to help me in the Instagram algorithm. And if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe, please like, please comment to help me in the YouTube algorithm. And I look forward to reading for you personally soon. Thank you so much for joining me.